Hello, everybody, and welcome to the midweek market update from Smack the Markets for the 9th of May. So this week, the yen has continued to strengthen, and that's on the back of the continuing sort of rhetoric around trade wars between the US and China, and of course, investors looking for safe havens to deposit their currencies. We've also seen Mrs. May in the UK holding on to a seat, only just for the time being, and that's again has put sort of pressure on the UK sterling currency. So let's take a look at how a few of the markets that we discussed on Monday are starting to play out, and opportunities that we're looking at throughout the remainder of the week. So if we come and take a look at the Dow futures contract here, on Monday if we take a look at this on the 4-hour, on Monday, the market was up here around the 26,350 area. This was a level that I said was a real key decision point for the market, because the market had already started to put in the structure of a short trend, and there was significant resistance, or two levels here of resistance above price for the market to get through. Needed some significant strength in order to do that. You can see what's happened. It hasn't done that. So the decision here from the market is that this is going down, and the trend has now continued. We've now got an established sort of short trend across the 8-hour and the daily time frame as well. And the market is now sort of sitting really at another sort of key decision point area. So that's around this 25,800 level. So we're just underneath this sort of window here that you can see, and we like to trade these markets in between these structure windows. So the next sort of structure point is it's just around 26 sort of 500, and I'll show you that on the higher time frames. So again, taking a look at this on the weekly, you can see that we've pretty much got nothing in the way now for the market to come back down towards 25,500. Now this level's a very important level. It's a very sort of decisive level here on the daily time frame, the weekly time frame. So if the market sort of takes out this 25,500, then we're going to see an easy move down to 25,000, and then the trend structure on the weekly as well has now sort of broken that long trend and now in an established short trend. So the way that we'll be looking at opportunities here is to trade in between these levels. We like to trade in between these sort of windows, and we'll still be looking at short opportunities each time the market sort of takes out one of those decision points, and we'll be looking for moves down to the next decision point area. We also looked at silver, and again, our view hasn't really changed on silver, so we're still bearish on silver as long as the market is underneath the 15,100 level here. We can see this on the weekly chart. Now, we had some nice trades on this last week, but this week so far the market hasn't really moved very much, and we haven't been able to get any sort of positions on this. Our position will change on this, of course, if the market breaks above the 15,100 level. We also looked at weakness in the CAD, and those markets are starting to play out sort of quite nicely, or at least one of them is that we discussed on Monday. So one of the markets we spoke about was dollar CAD. We're looking for long opportunities here above the 134.5 to 135. This sort of breakout area here on the weekly. You can see that the market's sort of just pressing up against that sort of area at the moment. So we're kind of getting that very close to that sort of breakout. If we come down the time frames, you'll sort of see the sort of area that I mean. If we take a look at this on the sort of 4-hour time frame, you can see that just underneath that 135 level, we've got a level here, an area where prices sort of tested a good 3 or 4 times through here. We need to see the market above that level in order to look for positions. If we come down to maybe the 60-minute chart, you can see that sort of level a little bit more clearer. So 135, just around there. We've got multiple tests here. By the time the market gets through there, if the market can break through, then by that time some of these trends are going to start to look a little bit more well established and open up a little bit, as we can see here on the 60-minute time frame. So the other CAD market we looked at and discussed was CAD yen, in fact. Now, this one has played out sort of very nicely. So this one's rolled over around the 82.40 level, which is where we were on Tuesday this week. We're looking for shorts, and the market's now sort of rolling over and trading to the short side nicely. So if we come down to the weekly here and take a look at, well, where is the market likely to go? Where's the next sort of decision point area? And we can see that there's pretty much not a lot in the way down to around the sort of 80, sort of 75 area. So looks like the market is making a beeline to that sort of price point. We'll certainly be looking at new short opportunities on this market down to that sort of area. Another market here that we're keeping a close eye on. In fact, all of these yens are very, very strong at the moment. So we're looking at multiple opportunities on these markets. Euro yen is another one which I think is also very interesting. And the point is, if we come and take a look at this on the weekly, this market has broken out of a very significant price point. So it's around that sort of 124 area, or in fact, I've got it marked in a bit more precisely around the 123,600. So the market taken out that level this week, and it's in between this sort of trading window down towards the sort of 122 level. So nothing in between, no sort of support in the way down towards that level. So again, we'll be looking for continued short opportunities on these markets down as these trends continue. So there's a few markets that we're keeping a close eye on through the remainder of this week. I certainly hope it helps. Look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye for now.